More than 75% of Americans are expected to be victims of violent crimes at least once in their lives. And it takes a brave man to turn from victim to advocate. 15 years ago, my next guest was caught in a gang crossfire that nearly cost him his life. Well, ever since, he's made it his mission to end violence and seeks justice for all right here in Chicago. Please welcome community activist Andrew Holmes. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Andrew, tell me about your personal experience with violence.
I was born and raised here in the city of Chicago. This is my home, even though it's tough in this city. But in my days, when we were selling our difference, we settled our difference with our fists.
Yeah.
And we were friends the next day. Now there's a lot of guns on the streets, a lot of violence. But 15 years ago, I was a victim. I was shot in my artery as I was going to visit my son, as I was sitting in the car. I made a full recovery, thanks to God.
How did you turn from victim to advocate?
Well, after being a victim over 15 years, I made it a mission to make my community safe. I was working an elderly abuse case where they're abusing seniors. I was circulating flyers from door to door. So I got a bunch of teenagers together and brought them together to help circulate these flyers. But we was getting bulks of information about murders, homicides, just all types of crime. I sat down and said, you know, I need to tackle this on all ends. I need to tackle this quick. When a person takes another person's life, it's tough on the family. But when you look at the person that takes that life and they think they can walk the streets, they think they can talk the next day, they don't have no regards for life at all. So I made it a mission to try to help these families seek some justice.
So what exactly do you do, and how can people help you do what it is you do?
I'm a liaison for the community with the police department, the FBI, and all law enforcement agencies. I also have created a 1-800 number, a tip line, where they can call in confidential and let's solve some of this violent crime. First of all and foremost, let's start to be proactive where our children won't be victims and they won't engage in shooting other kids.
This whole thing about no snitching, this paralyzes communities because they're afraid that if they say something, there's going to be some type of repercussions or actions behind it. Snitching was a code of honor created amongst thieves and inmates. This isn't something that you're paid to do, is it?
No, this is done absolutely pro bono, free, to enhance the quality of life.
This man right here, Andrew, is more than just an activist. He's been directly responsible for rescuing over 50 young victims of sex trafficking, and he's helped lead police to arrest in more than a dozen high-profile murder cases here in this city. And for your countless efforts to fight crime and to better your community, I'd like to officially make you a Harvey's hero, because I think we need more people like you. I think we ought to make you one. That's yours.
Thank you.
But that's not all. Your dedication to this city doesn't go unnoticed. And there's someone special here with a surprise for you. Please welcome the mayor of Chicago, Rahm Emanuel. Mayor, good to see you.
Proud of you. The whole city's proud of you. Thanks for staying with you. You okay? It's okay. We're proud of you.
Man, you got something you'd like to say to Andrew?
Yeah, I do. This is a proclamation by the whole city on your behalf for what you've done for our children, for our neighborhoods, to give families a sense of normalcy. What you're talking about is that communities have to live by a moral code, not a code of silence. And I want to thank you for creating that moral code out there. So on behalf of all the people of the city of Chicago, we do hereby proclaim February 26, 2014, to be Andrew Holmes Day in the city of Chicago. In recognition of the enduring work of Mr. Andrew Holmes, and encourage all residents to commemorate his stellar example of inspiring citizenship and commitment to community by continuing to work every day to make our neighborhoods in the city of Chicago the best they can be for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. You good?
Yeah.
All right. Good to be here.
Thank you, Mayor Emanuel, for delivering this special proclamation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We spent some time talking to fine guy. Andrew, we appreciate you. You're a great brother, man. Thank you, sir. All right, now. Hey, we'll be right